Welcome to JB Reviews. My name is Justin and we are sitting inside of a 2020 Jeep Gladiator. I always want to say Wrangler because when I look at the interior it kind of throws me off a little bit, but let's get started. If you spent any time with the Jeep family, especially with the JL Wrangler, you'll notice that most of the interior of this truck is basically a carryover from the Wrangler. That's not a bad thing. When I look around this interior, I definitely see that this is a off-road truck because the Wrangler is best known for its off-road capabilities. Now, I believe this truck rides on a longer wheelbase than the regular Wrangler, and don't hold me to this. I'll put something in the comments if I'm wrong. I believe it has a new frame. So let's go ahead and get started. On my channel, what I normally do is I show you guys the window sticker to show you all the options and features on this truck. And then what I'll do is I'll do a walk around the interior and the exterior. And then what I'll do is I'll show you guys the payload, the gross axle weight rating, and the gross vehicle weight rating. The reason why I do that is just to give you a better idea of this vehicle, just to show you the capabilities of it and the actual numbers. So let's go ahead and start with the window sticker. So as I mentioned, this is going to be a 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon 4-wheel drive. Base price for this is going to be $43,545. Now this truck was painted with a bright white clear coat and it has black interior. The 3.6 liter V6 will be standard. Now in the future they are going to bring a diesel option which is going to have over 400 pound-feet of torque. 8-speed transmission will be a optional equipment too. And then this is going to show you some of the standard features for this Gladiator. This is a very small list because it can't fit all, of course, on the sticker. So starting off the options, you are going to have leather trim bucket seats in this vehicle. It's going to have a few other options inside the interior wrapped in leather too. That was $14.95. This truck also was equipped with a trailer tow package, class 4 receiving hitch, and it also has a trailer hitch zoom. Heavy duty engine cooling, which is going to give you a 240 amp alternator, and then you also have a cold weather group, which comes in at $9.95. It's basically going to give you the heated front seats, heated steering wheel, and then remote start. Now this was also equipped with the premium LED lighting group, which was $9.95. And then here are some of the features that are going to come in that package there. Pretty much all your lighting on this vehicle is going to be LED. You also have an 8.4-inch radio, which came in at $15.95. And it has a long list of features that it has there. It's going to continue at the top, right above there. This also was equipped with the Jeep Active Safety Group, Park Sense, blind spot cross path detection, and it also has the adaptive cruise control and forward collision warning plus, which comes in at $7.95. As you can see, some of these packages are very expensive for this Jeep Gladiator. And then that, of course, that's going to give you the adaptive cruise control with stop, full speed forward collision warning plus, advanced brake assist, and again that came in at $7.95. Now what's cool is this does have the auxiliary switch group, which was $2.95. And it's basically going to give you 4 programmable auxiliary switches, so you can use for lights or any kind of other things, like if you have a air compressor, things like that, you could use it for that. So you can see that this does have the hardtop liner, which came in at $5.55. Cargo management group with trail rail system came in at $8.95, and that's what's going to come with that package there. Now that 8-speed transmission was optional equipment, and it's going to be an 850 RE transmission. It's going to give you select speed control, transmission skid plate, and it's going to have the tip start too. That was $2,000. Now you do have the remote proximity keyless entry, $4.95. Body color 3-piece hardtop, it was $22.95. And if you like that winch capable steel front bumper, $6.95. Body color fenders is $4.95. And it also has the 17-inch wheels, $9.95. And you also have a spray-in Bedliner, $4.95. With destination coming in at $14.95, you have a not so bad total price of $61,275. Now that's assuming this truck has a lot of options on it, guys. I mean this is probably just about every option that you can get on the Gladiator. But if you just take a look around this interior, you can see very quickly that this is a very, very upscale Gladiator. One thing I would like to point out is they do give you air vents for the rear occupants. I mean, this is not a big pickup truck. I mean, this is really considered a mid-size. I would almost say it's close to a compact, if we're going to be honest with you, because the better the truck is taking the place of the trunk. You know, it's very easy for the front air vents to really have air back here, but it's good that they still put these air vents in the rear just to give you airflow. I really like that they did that. They did not have to do that, and they still did it, so that's pretty cool. Now also they do give you, of course, your power windows on the center here because these doors do come off. And I noticed that they put a 115 volt 400 watt power outlet in the rear, and they do give you this nice little door for your USBs. You get 4 in the back. You have the type A's and the type C's, I believe they're called. The type C's, from my research, these actually charge really quickly, and of course these are just your standard USBs right there. But other than that, they give you storage behind the back seat. They wrap this I guess this door handle right here to pull the door closed. They wrap this in leather. Of course, there's leather seats in the rear and the front because there's a leather option for this truck. Leather center console, and you have 2 extra cup holders for the center armrest too. Out back they still give you 2 cup holders, and I have the rear seats actually up in the up position. You can see it right there. And all you have to do to put these seats up is just pull up on them like this, and they give you storage just below that. So there's a handle that you can actually lock for this, and you can add stuff. Nice little rubber feel for the surface here, so it doesn't, I guess, roll around too much. They give you a handle in the center. I don't know if this comes up or not. It doesn't look like it does. And you also have a second storage that you can actually lock on the passenger side of the rear seat too. But pretty nice size storage in the back, and also you can actually lay long things through here too. On the side door, they give you some storage too. I like that they give you these aluminum look handles to kind of offset the black interior. And you can pull the handle in the back and have a flat floor surface too. And again, additional storage. This is a lot of storage for a pickup truck. Let's go on the other side and take a look. On the passenger side, they do give you some hooks that I just noticed on each side for the center and then for the driver's side and the rear. Additional storage, and it looks like there's a speaker back here too. And if you need to put this seat down, a nice neat feature that they give you is that you can actually drop this headrest down to pull the handle, and as you can see, you have a nice flat surface in the rear. But they really did a good job thinking through this pickup truck. They didn't slap a bed on the Wrangler and say, here you go, you have a pickup truck. They actually really thought this thing through, gave you some really nice features, and like really gave you some nice features for the seats in the rear too. I'm glad that they did that. And you can have a manual sliding window. I would have liked to see some power glass back here, but you know what? This is a small SUV. You can probably open it from the front if you have long arms like me. So one thing that this Gladiator does have is a smart key system. So if you put the key in your pocket and you walk up to it, of course, if you slide your hand in the door handle, it'll unlock the doors. It'll actually unlock the back ones too. And as you get out of your truck to leave it for the day, you can actually lock it too. They do give you a place to add the key just in case your battery goes dead in your key. And all you have to do is hit that silver button. It'll pop open and you can unlock the door that way and lock it the same too. But this is the passenger side of the interior. One thing I love is there's no dash up top. They do give you some storage above the dash either way. And of course you have your auto dimming mirror, and you have some assist for like if you have any issues when you're driving, if you have an accident. Of course you have your home link system. And one thing I would like to point out too is this is actually like a rubber feel for the start stop for this vehicle, which is really nice too. I guess they do that maybe, I don't know, maybe they just do it for like something cool for the Jeep brand, but I think that's pretty cool they did that. And as you can see, this is a Rubicon, so they give you that Rubicon stitch in the back of the seat on both sides. And your center console is lockable too. Typically with the Jeep brand, they give you a lot of lockable spaces in here because of course you can take the doors off and you can leave your truck unattended for long periods of time, so that way they give you that option from not having things stolen out of your car. They do give you illumination in this lower glove box too. It's pretty deep, and they give you an additional USB, and they give you 2 more just right here, and they give you auxiliary. So you have basically, was that 2, 4, 6, 7 USBs and 1 auxiliary. In their center console, they give you all your climate control and your audio on each side. You can also turn the screen off. I'll show you guys this system here in a second, but I just wanted to show you some of those buttons there. They also give you a power outlet, 12 volt direct current, and you of course have your auxiliaries listed down here too. If you need to disconnect that sway bar, the button is located there. You have that off-road plus, and then this is for your front plus rear. I guess if you want to lock them both, you can do it right here. You can turn it off. If you spend any time with the smart key system for most vehicles, if you push the button without putting your foot on the brake, you can put the vehicle into accessory mode. If you push it again without having your foot on the brake, you can put it also on the on position. And of course, if you put your foot on the brake and you hit it again, it'll actually start the vehicle. Now you can start the vehicle from accessory mode all the way down to off, so you don't have to necessarily go through all the accessory and run position to start the engine. But if I put it into accessory mode, take a look at the screen up here. I thought that was really awesome that they put that little switch over from like the old to new. And of course, if you push it again, your gauges do a nice little sweep. And of course, I'm gonna start the engine. And right now, I'll go over the system here in a second, but right now I want to show you guys just your 8.4 inch screen in the center here. So right now we are in the climate. Now you can control the climate outside the screen. Normally what I do is I'll have my screen off. As I mentioned, you can turn the screen off from here, and I can just use you can use all of your climate without going into the screen. I do like that they do that. This button here is the max AC. If you do live in Texas or Florida or any place like that, of course, if you jump into a hot car, you can actually hit the max AC. It drops the temperature all the way down, and it pushes the temperature all the way up. So I like that they do that too. That's actually a really neat feature that they have. If you need to use your backup camera, what I did was they put the controls inside of your climate. You can also actually have it in its own separate area too. There's a button specifically for it. It basically controls your mirror. You can actually look at your backup camera while you're standing still. You can actually look at it while you're driving too. And then you can control your heated seats and heated steering wheel. And it does have your settings too. So let's go to media. This truck that was equipped with the Sirius XM, you have that for 1 year. And FM, you do have heavy duty. I'm thinking of heavy duty trucks. You also have high definition radio too. You can actually have your navigation on the screen too. That way you don't have to go back and forth between them. I'm really happy that they carry that over to the system too. Of course, you have your AM and you have FM, which is what we are now. You can pre-select all of your different radio stations if you like. This does have dual climate control. It does show at the top there if you can see that. And it shows your outside temperature too. Let's go ahead and click over the apps. You saw that this had that 5-year travel link. If you're traveling, one good neat feature that Chrysler does for most of all the vehicles that have the Uconnect system, they do show you the fuel prices like in your surrounding area. You can actually, you can add, your favorites, things like that for weather, 5-day, and of course for your fuel stations too. Weather is just going to show you your current weather. You can actually set this up for wherever you want. Basically what you would do is you would change the location. You can do nearest weather station, or you can select from state list. Another good feature that they have is they do show you your Doppler radar. So it shows you the weather. It shows you pretty much where the cloud coverage, and of course where there's any precipitation or anything like that too. You can zoom in and you can zoom out also. And that's really it. If you're into sports, you can actually look at some sports things for NCAA, NFL, all that good stuff. So this is the navigation screen. You can search any place you need to go. Like if you want to go to Dunkin' Donuts, there's a Dunkin' Donuts right down the street from here. You can actually search that on the system here, saying it's 950 feet away. Or if you want to go a little bit further down the street, you can actually go to one that's about 12 miles away. Also, you have Bluetooth capability. All you gotta do is just, you can just find the Uconnect system, and then make sure you can just match it up with the PIN number, and you can actually connect your phone. You also have Bluetooth audio, and this does have Apple CarPlay too. Settings is just going to show you all the things that you can change. You can change the background of the screen. You can change, you can take off this annoying beep, and you can scroll with your finger like this, or you can use the arrows on the side, whichever you choose is best for you. Wrong place. I've already gone there. You can change the units. You can change for US or metric or custom. You can change the voice. You can change the clock, camera, safety and driver assistance, blind spot monitoring. You can turn that off if you like. You can turn on just the lights. You can turn off the chime. Whatever you want to do. There's so many different ways you can customize this Jeep to your liking. And then lights, as I mentioned, you can actually have them have a headlight off delay, and then you can do a approach illumination, and then you can do headlights with wipers. So many things. You can turn off your daytime running lights, all that good stuff. Seat comforts. This is really for the remote start system. You can actually have your heated seats come on in the wintertime, and your heated steering wheel come on in the wintertime. Now, under your settings, you do have something for your auxiliary switches. I don't think I've ever noticed this, but you can hit aux 1. You can do latching or momentary, power source, battery, or ignition. So there's so many different ways that you can actually really, again, customize this to your liking. Audio, phone. Of course, your audio is just going to be for, your balance and fade, equalizer, all that good stuff too. I got to tell you, this sound system inside this thing is really good too. I love the resolution of this screen. It's really good. And if you need to, you can zoom into your hitch also. You have the lines also. If you can see, when you turn the steering wheel, you can actually guide yourself as you back up. Oh, look at that. That's your cross path traffic alert. We just got to see that system in full function just now. At least we know it works. Now, you do have a little information inside of your gauges too, and how you control that is right here, these arrows. So I'm going to push up on it right now. So this is on the speedometer. You typically can go left and right too, or you can hit the OK button in the center, and as you can see, it's changing it from kilometers to miles per hour. Let me set up my camera so you guys can see this a little bit better. All right, so that's a little bit better for you there, hopefully. So this scrolling down, you actually can go left to right too. This is going to show your tire pressure. It's going to show your coolant temp, trans temp, oil pressure. It's going to show your oil life, battery voltage, and then it's going to skip back to the beginning. You also have for your drivetrain too. It shows you the angle where you are too, and you can it says sway bar connected. There is a button below. If you were to click it to disconnect sway bar, engage, and you basically have to be in full drive, for low or for high, either way, to have that sway bar get disconnected there. If you scroll to the right, this will show you the pitch and roll too. So again, this is really nice features that you have. Again, this does have the adaptive cruise control, and then this shows you your fuel economy, shows you your range, your current MPG, and it's also going to show you your average MPG for the vehicle too. It's going to show you your trip information. You have a trip A, and you also have a trip B for the vehicle too. And then of course this is going to show you your stop start system. It's saying that your seat belt's not on, so it's not going to stop. This system is actually going to be disabled. Of course, it's going to show you your audio. Any messages that are stored here, it will show up in here. Sometimes, like if you have a check engine light or a bulb out, it will actually come up into this screen here. And then you can actually customize this screen, and then it takes you right back to the top there. So let's go ahead and take a look on the outside. I'm going to show you guys around this vehicle. I'm going to show you guys the headlights, the tail lights, show you guys the back of the bed, and then I'm going to show you guys the payload. So in the comment section, let me know what you think about this white. I really like the way it looks with the black bumpers and everything. I can't remember what size tires these were. Let's take a look at them. So these are going to be a 285/70 and a 17-inch wheel. They are rocking some Fox shocks too, branded with Jeep. Of course, you're gonna have all LED lighting on this: daytime running lights, turn signals, headlights, and fog lights. This thing looks really aggressive too. And this is going to be a look at your rear suspension too. It looks like it has a 4-link rear suspension. And here's a side profile of it. They do give you some red hooks in the rear. Of course, you have your parking sensors. You have 4. Of course, they give you your connection for your trailer. Backup camera in the rear, and you have a dampened tailgate also. Spray and Bedliner was optional. Give you a power outlet in the bed, LED lighting. Tailgate's actually kind of heavy actually. I'm pretty sure you guys notice that you have this option too. You can pop this tailgate up like this. And here's your tail lights too. I was kind of hoping they would do a different tail light for the Gladiator, just to kind of differentiate it a little bit from the Wrangler. I would like to see something a little different. Here's your rail system. And here's your small little tiny glass that you can slide open to. If you're a gearhead, here's the engine. This is going to be your 3.6 liter V6. Which is a standard motor for this Gladiator. To open the hood too, all you have to do is just push the latch to the left. So basically you have to push this, so you can see that. Sorry, the sun's really bright today. One more time, here you go. So you have to push it to the left, to the right, excuse me. You have to push it to the right. And of course you have these hooks holding it down too. So this is just a look at your daytime running lights. This is what you will see coming down the road. I love that they give that's the circular LED strip around that headlight there. Looks really good. And then of course on your fender, you have your LED daytime running lights also. It's basically the same setup on the Wrangler, but just wanted to show it to you guys on the Gladiator too. For your headlights, You have a fog light and you have a bed light too. Let's hit the bed light so I can show you the lights back there. So as you can see, when you hit that button, you have those LEDs on each side of the bed there. And of course you have your headlights. You can actually put it on auto too. If you need to turn that cargo 115 volt outlet on, you can turn it on from here. They do give you a little speaker on each side, right below here too. And then here are your controls for your seat. This is going to push the seat up and down, and this is going to be for your lumbar support, and this is going to set the seat back. You do have a telescoping steering wheel. Goes up and down. And of course you can control your lights, high beam, turn signals, and your windshield wipers. I gotta mention this, I'm about 6'2", and anyone sitting behind me would have enough space, but this would not be a comfortable vehicle for a long drive. You do have vanity mirrors up top that have LED lights on each side of it, and it's gonna be the same for the passenger side too. And that's pretty much everything I can show you guys right now. This is my very first time having a chance to really take a look at this vehicle. But let's go ahead and take a look at the payload capacity and the numbers for this vehicle. So if you don't know, the advertised payload capacity was 1,650 pounds. So let's take a look at the numbers on this one. So you have a gross axle weight rating for the front at 3,100 pounds. You have a gross axle weight rating in the rear at 3,750 pounds. And this thing has a surprisingly high gross vehicle weight rating of 6,250 pounds. If you don't know this, the Ram 1500 with a 5.7 has a 7,100 pound gross vehicle weight rating. And then you have a total payload capacity of 1,148 pounds. Even though that does seem kind of low compared to what's advertised, with all the extra options on this truck, of course, going to add weight to this overall vehicle. So you will have to subtract the amount of weight that you add onto this to the amount of trailer that you can tow. I believe that the towing capacity is like 7,600 pounds. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't had a chance yet, please subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping to continue to do these videos and give you more content on my channel, and looking forward to the future for you guys. Thank you.